or something, whatever it was. And, but then we still had, and so like, the reason why I escalated is because there is literal shit coming into my house for the past month. And I'm like, I cannot continue to live like this. I don't give a crap what it is, but I am sure as hell not paying $600 for someone to jet my line, because I know damn well all day long I can call 3 other plumbers and get it for $350. There's no fucking way I'm doing that. So that's when I was like, well, I know how to look this guy up, the owner, and I'm calling him because I'm tired of shit in my house. So it was less about you guys and more about, the fact that I'm living in unsanitary conditions.
Right.
And I think you guys came 3 or 4 times. And then the customer service people, well, they only came twice. And I'm like, well, they came once before, but the ticket was closed out.
Yeah.
And within 2 weeks, we're having problems again, and it was just like...
So, I guess so...
It kept happening. So it was more of a...
So I've got a meeting...
You had shit coming in your house. You wouldn't sit there and go, oh, okay, let's do it again,
Yeah.
I'm just like, no, I've done this 4 times. I'm done, and I probably would have paid for it if it would have been a normal price for a jet, but it wasn't, and that really pissed me off.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so y'all are forcing me, it's like going to a hurricane and charging people $10 for a bottle of water, it's like, no, that's not cool, and I'm not playing that game.
So do you, because I've got to meet with, because, they're wanting to make sure what we were doing now. So, do you agree that, were you in agreement that there was something in the line when he was there? Is that what I'm hearing, but then it got pushed down?
Well, that time it looked like there may have been something there. You know how those cameras are. It looked like, we kind of looked like, we were like, what kind of looks like a bag from the Piggly Wiggly, but, I don't know. But that was literally the 3rd time you guys were here, and then the 4th time, and then, let's come back and jet it again. I'm like, okay, great, you're going to jet it again, and I'm going to, in a week or whatever it is, I'm going to get shit coming back into the sink, and, I'm like, I'm done. I know it's more than that, and, that was, I think the 3rd time you guys came out, so, I don't know. And then we were like, oh, let's see what it is. We were all like, oh gosh, I wonder, because we're 250-some-odd-year-old people. We don't flush anything. We pay the bills. We do not, I have rental houses. We do not use the garbage disposal. We are very, 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 very careful. All of that being said, my 19-year-old was in the house for the weekend, a week before. So, could there have been something flushed down? Possibly, yes. It looked like something. I don't know if it was toilet paper. I don't know what it was. It looked white to me, and they said it was, fleshy. And then the home serve people are asking me if I lost a pet. And I'm like, who the fuck flushed a pet down the toilet? It was getting to that level of insanity. I'm like, no, I did not flush my pet down the toilet. Why are you even saying that?
Yeah, Jesus.
So I was like, I'm done with the bullshit. I'm calling the CEO. So that's what I did, and it wasn't against you guys, but it was just like, I need the problem solved, and it's not getting solved.
Okay.
So, and, Unfortunately or unfortunately, I'm a real estate agent, and I basically said to him, if you would like me to put this on my real estate thing for EXP for the state of Alabama, I'll be happy to tell everybody not to sell you guys your guys' home warranty because it's bunk. So I don't know. That's it from my perspective. I did, and I even told him. I said, I think the guys that came out, they did a fine job, but I just feel like everybody was being way overly cautious in this situation where, I got raw sewage coming into my house for the past 2.5 to 3 months.
Yeah.
So and I was, but I couldn't take it anymore. So I'm sorry if it caused you guys problems. But it just, that between that and the fact that I was told I had to go with you guys to the jet, and I was just like,
yeah, and that part I don't really.
The wrong way.
Yeah, and I don't really understand why they.
What I paid for a jet.
I don't really understand why they said that. That's the only thing that confuses me, because my understanding was that the jet, that you had to use us for the jet, because my understanding was that the jet was not covered. And I guess that's what I don't know. I didn't understand that.
that, caused it, a foreign object, whatever, but it,
Gotcha.
I think he said when he tried to pull it back in, it was like a part of, I forgot what he said it was. He might have said it was a part of a toilet paper roll, maybe, and a piece of plastic. And I'm like, well, I don't know what that would have been or anything, like,
Yeah.
Like I said, I play the plumbing bills. I don't do that stuff.
Okay.
I've got 6 rental properties. It's like, no, I know what causes plumbing problems.
Okay.
So anyhow, they determined that it was, something that we flushed or sent down into the sewer line, and so that I was going to have to pay for the jet. And I was like, I don't think we need a jet because we've done the jet at
Right.
least once now.
Right.
And within a week, it was a problem again. So I really, really think it's a sewer line issue. So, I mean, that could have been, I don't know what it could have been. Toilet paper, I really honestly do not know.
Okay. And they and they ended up replacing the whole line though.
They replaced it. So your guys sprayed a green dot on the driveway where they thought the issue was.
Okay.
And they replaced it from basically that green dot down.
Okay.
Because what they did was they ended up digging, and they're like, oh yeah, it's collapsed, and they stuck the camera in, and they're like, yeah, we can only get about another foot down, and then they dig another foot down. Yep, it's collapsed down there. Everything had shifted underground or something.
Yeah, that terracotta.
Does that happen? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it's just old pipe.
Yeah, it's all this terracotta, and like, I can't tell you the number of times the city has been on my street digging up the main in the past few years, and I don't know if that affects it, just fiddling around down there or what.
Oh.
But anyway, they ended up kept doing that, and they replaced 33 feet of sewer line.
Under driveway and stuff?
Of course, yeah, of course. Great design. Like,
Yeah.
what were they thinking in the 50s? Jesus. It's like,
Okay.
yeah, so it's under the driveway. Exactly.
All right. Well, I really appreciate you taking the time and talking to me about it and stuff. And yeah, that
anything to blow up for you guys. I was just trying to get my problem fixed, but I will be honest, I was pissed, but I'm gonna call that guy.
Yeah, understood.
So.
Understood. Okay. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.